In this video, we would talk about how dafuqboom characters could potentially defeat some of the most powerful titans and characters in Skibidi history. Specifically, I'd be talking about the big boys, the ones with dimensional breaking abilities. Yeah, this is sounding impossible, right? Also, we would be considering everything they've got as an advantage. This also includes both allies, Skibidis, and even Astros, cause well, why not? Okay, let's start with the Toilet Emperor. This monster of a titan, firstly, is insanely tall. I don't know exactly, but I think he's about 200 meters tall and almost twice the height of dafuqboom's original titans. But size doesn't take all, right? Well, when it comes to physical strength, he also doesn't slack back, as his punches are extremely lethal to even titans. His every release is so potent that it could level a city, and that's not even close to what he's truly capable of. So could the Alliance stop someone like this if he invades their universe? Well, the very first thing I would say is that it wouldn't be easy for both sides, as while the Alliance would be overwhelmed by the overall strength of the Emperor, he still would have a hard time dealing with their numbers and versatile fighting methods. However, that's not all. You see, characters like the Astro Juggernaut, Gman, and even the Watchman could deal significant damage. Also, since the Emperor has eyes, certain attacks like the hypnotic rays would also be dangerous against him. Sure, he has some sort of resistance, but still, this is what he's gonna have to face. Yeah, insane, right? Then throw in the fact that he's gonna be attacked from everywhere and in every way possible. However, just like what happened with the Watchmen, the regular agents wouldn't be a problem and would easily be handled by energy blasts and others. Damage wouldn't necessarily be felt since we're talking about a guy whose durability is top-notch. So the real threats are the Titans. But can all of them stop him? Well, characters like the Camera and G-Man would be the ones to actually throw hands with the Emperor when necessary, since they are the melee ones, while the TV Astro would be their shield. You know what? This guy is so strong that I can say he'd do both defense and offense at the same time. And if that massive sword lands, at the very least someone would be severely damaged. He can also aid in long-ranged attacks as well, with those shoulder missiles that hit very hard. Honestly, the Astro TV is so strong that he could go 1v1 with the Emperor, although I'm not quite sure if he'd come out as the winner. But regardless, this alone proves that with other help from the Titans, the Emperor would surely be defeated. And to make this video a little more stable and interesting, we'd be giving a rating to how possible it is for the Alliance to win. And for this case, I'd say the Alliance has a 100% chance of winning. There are still 5 more overpowered Titans to cover, and let's continue with the Clock Titan. Yeah, now things just got a lot more interesting, right? You see, the Clock Titan's power and overall advantage is his ability to control time. He uses it so well that he's by far the most powerful Titan the Alliance have in their show. He's able to stop, fast forward. Yeah, you know, those stuff, right? His physical strength is also crazy. I mean, just look at this. And he's able to move so fast that I could say it's almost, if not, light speeds. Yeah, that alone already puts the Alliance at a big disadvantage. The Clock Titan isn't that tall, so yeah, he's gonna be much easier to fight against, unlike most others we have. When it comes to dealing with the normal agents, we could say he traps them all in a time dome, but that alone needs high maintenance, as he'd have to hold it with one arm and fight with the other, which, yeah, puts him at a big disadvantage. So what then? Are the regular agents gonna pose an extra threat? Cause let's be real, the Clock Titan can't suck up much damage. Well, remember what he did in episode 36? Yeah, he's gonna use that method to handle the agents smooth and clean. Now, for the Titans, well, honestly, none of them have the ability to move in 0 time. Plus, the Clock Titan is fast and can unleash some pretty deadly attacks. The only person I see at the very least standing after taking a slash from the Clock Titan's sword is the Watchman, due to some of his durability feats. Now, although this wouldn't be speed blitz, it's not exactly going to be a fair battle. But as we first mentioned, one way for the Clock Titan to be at a disadvantage is if he uses the Time Dome. Sure, they'd give him some difficulties, but still, the Clock Titan is just way too powerful for everyone in the OG. We'd say the Alliance has a 20% chance of winning. The monster Up Gman is up next, and honestly, this guy is no joke. His melee skills and potential are ridiculously high. He's also very versatile, as you never know what new abilities he could come up with next. And the most powerful thing about him is the ability to nuke the area, causing massive destruction. But yeah, against a full-on universe? Well, that's a different story. Don't get me wrong, this G-Man is strong. I mean, he's on this list because he is, but unfortunately, I don't think he's doing much here. The Alliance has a 100% chance of winning this one. Off to a more stronger G-Man, the Jimmy Apocalypse. This G-Man has been shown to cause massive destruction just with his mere presence. He's about 1,800 meters tall. Yeah, I know, size don't really matter, but this one is too much. damage. He's so durable that I don't think the OG Alliance has anything or anyone in their arsenal that would deal any damage to him. And when it comes to his destructive capabilities, well, one core blast was what it took to destroy the Titans in the multiverse and his Slash Levels buildings. The only ones capable of dealing any damage to Gman are the Titans, and even theirs wouldn't do much. However, on the flip side, Jimmy has a lot of minions, and those little ones are strong enough to even handle Titans. So they'd definitely be a real threat to the agents. Although they'd fight back, but come on, they can't defeat this much G-Men with what they currently have. Also, take note, this also includes the Astros. Sure, they are stronger, but come on, even the OG Alliance are handling them just fine. So this G-Man would surely wipe the floor with all of them. If you think that's not possible, then G-Man could simply just wipe them all out with a blast and all of his forces together with him would destroy our Titans. That's so unfortunate, but I think it's actually true. The Alliance has a 0.1% chance of winning this one. Yeah, even plot armor can't help here. Okay, 2 left, and let's talk about the Tri-Titan. The Tri-Titan, being the strongest Titan or even character so far in the Skibidi Wars series, is so strong that he could easily handle 2 Triadians at the same time, both of which have ridiculous strength. The Tri-Titan has insanely high stats in every physical category you could think of: strength, speed, durability, agility, all of those. And to top it up, he also has destructive capabilities. Yeah, let's be real, nothing the OG Alliance have could stop this. Even the Watchmen stands absolutely no chance. But if they all work together, there's gonna be around a 20% chance they would have to win against this monster. And as for Sinister, well, bro's already universal in scaling, and that's all you need to know. Sinister could even take on all the strongest Titans we've just covered and still come out on top. So yeah, the Alliance stands absolutely 0 chance of winning this one. But hey, let's know what you think about this one in the comments. For now, check out this video on your screens right now.